All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to section 7.5. Deals more with bonds and bond interest and being able to calculate how much money we're going to receive as payments as income. Um, the first thing here is we're going to deal with is figuring out the interest of bonds and then figuring out the bond income. We're going to take the par value or the value of the bond, multiply it by the rate, and multiply it by the time. That gives us the amount of interest. Most of the time, these values will be, the time value will be 0.5 or 1/2 because most bonds are paid off semi-annually. Once we figure out the interest, we can then figure out the bond income. We take the interest, multiply it by the number of bonds owned, and that gives us our total there. So if we look here, you own 10 bonds, 10 $1,000 9% bonds. What's the semi-annual interest on those bonds? So we're going to start off with 1,000. We multiply that by 9%, 0.9, and we multiply that by 0.5 or 1/2, and that gives us an answer of $45. So that's our interest. To find the income, we take 45, we multiply it by 10, and we end up with 450. So that gives us our income. So those would be the two answers that we are looking for there. That's pretty straightforward. That's how we work through those types of problems. We also have the idea of finding a bond yield. The yield is a way to compare bonds. So we find the annual income. The annual income is multiplied or found by multiplying the interest rate times our face value, and then we take that value and divide it by the original price of the bond. How we are going to find this here in this example is it says the Crescent Company has $1,000 9% bonds and they're offered at 101.585. What's the current yield? So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to find the annual income. So that means we're going to take 1,000 and multiply it by 9%, so 0.09, and that gives us an answer of $90. So that's the annual income. Then we have to find the bond price, which means we're going to take the selling price, 101.585. We're going to change that to 1.01585 if we remember back to section 4. And we multiply that by 1,000, which gives us an answer of $15.85. So this is our bond price. So then to find the current yield, we take the annual income, so 90, and we divide it by $15.85, and when we get that answer we get 0.0885, which we then write as 8.9%. Okay, so this would be our final answer there. So we find the annual income first, then find the bond price, and then divide those two answers to get our final percentage. Okay, and then the final thing here is finding the total cost of bonds. So we have to find the price of each bond, or one bond, add any accrued interest and commission to find the cost for each single bond, and then multiply by the number of bonds purchased to get our final answer. So you buy 10 $1,000 9.7% bonds. at through a dealer for 97.272. That's a selling price plus accrued interest of 24.25 per bond, plus commission of $4 per bond. So what's the total cost of all the bonds he bought? In this case, this 9.7% does not mean anything. We're going to take 1,000 and multiply it by 0.97272 to get the price of one bond, just like we did in the last example. We changed the 97.272 to a decimal. That was like a percentage. We changed it to a decimal, and that gives us an answer of $972.72. Then we're going to add in our accrued interest and commission to that value, so 972.72 plus 24.25 plus 4, and that gives us an answer of $1,000.97. And then we take that 1,000.97 and we multiply it by 10 because we bought 10 bonds, and that gives us an answer of $10,009. So $10,009.70. Okay, so this is the total cost of bonds. All right, so that's section 7.5. If you got any other questions, make sure you let me know, and have a good day.